choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby.
Welcome back to the channel, y'all. It's your boy Amir, and today I'll be sharing on my running shoe rotation for this upcoming season, as well as a shoe review towards the end of this video. So do stay tuned for that. Now, a small disclaimer for you guys. I'm somebody who likes to stay with a singular brand for my shoe rotation. Usually that would be for a season or for a year plus. So for this season, I'm sticking with New Balance. What will I be using for my next season? I'm still not sure yet. But that's a question for another day. For now, let's get right into it. Alright, so this is the 880 version 12. I got this earlier last year, that's why it's pretty beat up. Now I only use it for my McRitchie or my trail runs. It's pretty reliable, quite stable, none of the new tech. So if you like a shoe that's a bit old-fashioned, this would be it. Now this one has a bit more cushion to it. This is the FuelCell Rebel version 3. It's a lot more responsive. I know people say that you can use it for intervals and stuff, but I would rather not personally. To each their own actually. So yeah, this is a pretty good shoe to be using for going to work or just for my easy and shorter easy runs. Now, this is the current daily trainer that I'm using. I use this for all my warm-ups, my cool-downs, sometimes for my long runs as well. But this shoe I didn't really have a good impression of it initially, but once I broke into it and I kept using it, it started feeling a bit more responsive. So I do like that for this shoe. It's pretty stable. I can actually use it for strides, even some intervals if I'd like to, except that I already have an interval shoe. So yeah, this is pretty good. For my intervals, I use the FuelCell 5280. I had thoughts of getting the Supercomp Pacer, but when I saw that this shoe was available on the store, I realized that I had to get it. And I don't regret this purchase one bit, because it's been a dream shoe for my intervals. With the exception of my tempo runs and my race prep stuff, I use this shoe to do almost everything on the track. But the only downside to this shoe is that it is really hard to find a replacement, because New Balance doesn't really make many of these anymore, which sucks honestly, because it's such a good shoe. These shoes are the shoes that I use for most of my tempo runs or my road runs. The Supercomp Elite version 3. Now I got this for free during the race that I won my sponsorship, so that was good. It's pretty decent, very durable, very reliable. It has very good responsiveness because of the energy up as well as the fuel cell foam. So yeah, the grip is a little suspect, but overall I would not mind getting this shoe again. Now we're coming up to the business end of things. We're starting to talk about spikes. So the first spike I want to talk about is this, the MDX. This was the spike that carried me to many of my personal bests from last season. And honestly, it is a pretty reliable shoe. The only downside is that the insole tends to slip out. And yeah, other than that, the responsiveness is there, the carbon plate is very good. And some people might be put off by the non-removable spikes, but I can tell you firsthand, it works. And it's very durable. Now, for the second shoe that I'm going to be talking about is the MDX version 2. The only difference, this is very similar to the previous one, the white one, but the only difference would be that the insole actually stays in this time, which is so good when it rains. Okay, now we're on to the LDX, the shoe that helped me get my 3K as well as my 5K personal best. Apart from the Nike Dragonflies, this shoe to me is arguably the second best distance spike out there. The cushion is perfect, the ride is just very comfortable, and the carbon plate on the bottom just helps to propel you with every step that you take. So yes, you should get this spike. Now on to my final shoe, but before we get to that, let me show you the New Balance pop-up stores that I visited last year, and these were integral in what made me decide to get this final shoe. Yeah, let's go. Okay, I just want to give a shout out to New Balance. They had these pop-up stores where we could try out the shoes, which was what you saw in the video. I tried out the 1080 version 13s, and honestly, I loved it, which was why obviously I got it. I tried it at 4 minutes per km pace initially, just to see how fast it would, how comfortable it would be at a fast pace, and then I slowed it down to about 5 and then 6 minutes per km, just to see whether it could feel as comfortable at slower paces. And I was right, it was still comfortable. In terms of real world use, these shoes were the shoes that I used in my half marathon when I ran the Standard Chartered. And yeah, I was running at 4:25 to 4:30 pace and it felt really comfortable. Would I recommend you to get them? Absolutely. The shoe that I would say is most alike to this shoe would be the Nike Invincible 3s. But the only downside to this shoe would be its price point, to be honest. If I'm not wrong, it's about $259, which is pretty expensive. So yeah, you should get this shoe, but only if you have the budget to afford it. Okay, so that's all for this video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any questions with regards to my shoe rotation or the spikes that I wear, just drop me a comment in the comment section below and I'll get to it as soon as I can. Now, as for my next video, I'll be doing a review of the upcoming InterVarsity/Polytechnic Championships, or IVP Championships for short. It'll be taking place this Wednesday, Saturday and Sunday. So I'll probably be releasing the review sometime next week. But before the championship start, I'll try to shell out my predictions for who I think will come out on top for the middle distance and long distance events. So anywhere from the 800 to the 10K. So yeah. As for my future plans, I haven't really confirmed them yet, but I will be sure to let you guys know in my upcoming video. So in the meantime, stay safe and I'll see you all soon. Peace. Why did the chicken cross the road?